Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest World Tutorials. I am KoichiGZ, and in this video we're going to go over the new Hokora Ruler, which is going to be a Weather Hokora. So that is going to be the one for the Red Eater. So pretty much in the previous Hokora video, I mentioned that we now have two new Weather Hokora Rulers in the form of Red Eater and Blue Eater. So since it's not raining at the moment, I will be challenging the Red Eater Hokora. So pretty much for this, I'm going to have this particular team right here. So like I mentioned in the previous video, the attributes that are going to be recommended for this Hokora are going to be Hado and Dein. And since I'm lacking in a bit in the Hado department in terms of weapons that deal damage to all enemies, I will be using a Dein based team for this battle. So over here on this particular character, I'm going to have an Archmage equipped with the Calvero Butte. So that is going to have Calverona Thunder. So that's going to do some very nice Dein spell damage to the enemy. Hopefully I can get some multicast and also some echoes. That is actually going to be very important for this particular battle in order to take out the enemies fast and also around the same time as well. Then over here, I'm going to have a ninja equipped with Lamia's whip. So this is going to have Flames of the Phoenix. So with this, this does EO or metaphysical technique damage to all enemies, but I'm not using this weapon for the damage. I'm using it for its effects because I will be actually able to get a special buff on the next character, which is going to be limit break buff, increases to skill damage and also increases to critical hit rate or spell crit rate. So that's actually going to be quite good for this particular battle. So hopefully I am able to get that. Then over here, this is going to be my high priest equipped with the angel rod. Of course, the equipment is going to be a bit different in terms of the gear that I have on, in order to have higher defenses and better protection. So that should actually be pretty good here. So I'm hopefully going to heal up, and then hopefully possibly getting an encore to do more damage. Again, trying to get take out the enemies as fast as possible. That's exactly what I want to do. So then over here, this is going to be a demon swordsman equipped with the great sword of darkness repelling light. So with this, normally I would use Gigablade for this, but the main skill I will be using here is going to be Giga Aerial Slash. So this is actually going to be doing some Dein damage to all enemies, and then if I'm actually left with like one or two enemies left at the end, I probably will be using Giga Slash to do our Giga Blade to do some direct hit damage to the enemies. So that should actually work well. So if you want to know more information about this team, you can look down in the video description down below. But now I actually want to go over a little bit about the Red Eater. So this Hokora can actually be found in the Hokora list pretty much right up here. So here you can see that this particular Weather Hokora, you can see, is going to be for Sunny, and again this Hokora Ruler is going to be level 70. So for this Hokora Ruler, again, this is going to be the Red Eater. The Red Eater is going to be a demon type character, going to have around 100,000 HP. They're going to have 1 to 3 actions per turn. Again, weakness is going to be Hado and Dein. So it's pretty much ability that's going to be the most troublesome is going to be Nakama Yobi, which is going to be Call Ally. So pretty much it calls one Red Eater to the battle. This can only one Red Eater can be called to battle by another only once per turn. So sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully I will actually not have to worry about that later in the battle. And earlier in the battle, it's most likely going to happen, but later in the battle, hopefully it does not happen. Then after that, they're going to have a Tayatari, which is a body ram. So this does around 2,500 physical damage to one character, and even though it does that much damage, the Red Eater that inflicted that particular damage actually instantly dies from it. So while you do get a Red Eater down, you do lose a character. I'm not sure if it works, how it works with a God Guard, but I would say that from the God Guard, the God Hand would actually survive it. But again, like I said, you're going to lose a character, and then one of the other Red Eaters could call another one with Call Ally. After that, you're going to have Shibereru Tsume, which is going to be Paralyzing Claws. This is going to do around 650 physical damage to one character with a chance to inflict paralysis. Then after that, you're going to have Sora Takaku Mayagaru, which is Soaring High in the Sky. This does around 700 physical damage to one character. Then after that, you're going to have Kyora no Otakebi, which is Frenzied Roar. This does around 200 physical damage to all characters and gives all enemies a damage increasing buff by 1 rank. So that's actually going to be quite devastating, as that can actually stack quite high. After that, it's going to have a Modoko Matote Tobi Gakaru, which is going to be Deadly Poison Leap. This does around 500 physical damage to one character with a chance of inflicting deadly poison. And then, of course, it's going to have a regular attack that does around 300 damage to one character. So pretty much notes for this is pretty much try to take out the Red Eaters at the same time, since they can call other Red Eaters to the battle. So that's going to be quite important. Then also, when possible, use Skada on your characters to increase defenses from physical attacks. You also want to use Arihoma to put enemies to sleep. It is possible, so that's going to give you some time to buff up your characters. You also can actually use Manusa on the enemies to increase the chances of them missing their attacks. So again, they do a lot of physical attacks, so that actually would work out. Then also, you want to equip Gear Souls and Soul Pearls that give you damage and resistances to demon type enemies. And of course, you want to actually have if you possibly can, have a protective shield on to protect against debuffs. So pretty much my objective for this battle is just going to try to take out the enemies as fast as possible and try to debuff if I can. This is a rough Hokora Ruler, but this battle is definitely doable. I have done it with this team. So pretty much with that said, here we go. Okay, so here we go with this battle. So here's first going to be my Demon Swordsman. So first thing I want to do is, so here what I'll do, I'm actually going to go ahead and use Gather Strength. Here, Flames of the Phoenix. And okay, good. Got a Shadow Weave on the Red Eater on the left. Okay, good. So here, next, going to go ahead, use Chant of Vengeful Echoes. So got a spell crit, and ooh, very nice damage. And some force breaks. So call the enemy to battle. So here what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead, use Ultra Hustle Dance. Want to keep my characters alive. And okay, good. Here got Flames of the Phoenix. So it should, next character, okay, good. That's actually quite good. So hopefully my Demon Swordsman will stay alive. We'll see what happens. Okay, so far so good. So Demon Swordsman still not up. Okay, so now my Archmage is taken out. So here, okay, good. So here, going to go ahead. Use this here, Extreme Karma. So here, going to go Encore. Okay, so got 3 of those taken out. And here, done. Okay. So this Hokora is going to be worth 31,304 XP. So the Red Eater Soul is a yellow soul, and here I got a C. Okay, so that was my battle against the Red Eater. So here with this, things did pretty go well. I did lose my Archmage in this particular battle, though that Archmage was able to do some pretty good damage to the enemy. So around over 20,000 damage. So that's close to pretty much 1/5 of its actual HP, but really what worked here was pretty much buffing up my Demon Swordsman so that he could actually do some pretty nasty damage to the enemy, and that's actually what happened. I was actually able to get off 3 pretty good attacks against the enemy to pretty much take 3 of the enemies out with the second attack, and then on the third attack again able to take out that last enemy. So that actually worked, and then also encoring with my High Priest, that actually really did help out with this battle, pretty much just sealing the deal and taking out all the enemies. So yeah, this actually did work. So this is pretty good strategy that I actually have been using for this particular battle. But with that said, I yet to have the S grade soul for this, so I can't go over it. But definitely, I will be doing more videos on this Hokora Ruler and also the other Hokora Weather Hokora Ruler, and I hopefully will eventually go over the S grade souls when I do get them. So also, when I do the other videos, I probably will try out a different strategy, especially in terms of debuffing the enemies. So that actually does work if you actually do have, like, for example, the enchanted ribbon on. So please stay tuned with that for that. But most likely, next video is going to be on the 5th anniversary event, so please stay tuned. So with that said, I'm going to end this video here, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.